Forgotten. This is one of my favorite video games out there, and I always loved it to bits when I was a little kid. Now, there is one thing that I gotta tell you before I start giving you a bunch of information about this first episode. I already had to record this twice. I spent an hour on one and an hour on the other one. I found out one of them didn't have the visuals of the game. The second one did have the visuals, but it was skipping frames. So, now that I finally, and I mean finally, got this working, I'm actually going to be able to tell you some good things about this. Now, there is a story that, about me on how I first, how I first encountered this game, and I remember encountering this game when it was on, my own Nana's computer, and it was, I double-clicked on it, and I was wondering what it was, so I started playing it, and I found out that this game was pretty hard for my age. And then it grew to me over and over, and then I was able to actually win win some games. Until I found out that it needed the disc to actually play it. And I found out that my uncle was the one that owned the disc, and he lost it. And so I found the demo version, and I started playing that, but it wasn't the full-fledged game, and it wouldn't give you the correct things to do so, and it wouldn't give you the correct, it wouldn't give you the full access to your armies and all the other stuff. I think the demo only made you go up to the feudal age, or the castle age, one of the two. And you could not advance any further, which I found really boring, and plus, there was only, like, maybe a couple civilizations in it. Which I found the demo quite boring rather quickly. And then I found this on Steam. I found this on Steam one day, excuse me for my coughs, but I'm coming down with a rather bad cough from a virus, but I found out this was on Steam, and it was the HD edition, and I found it out by my big brother, and he said, do you want this, or do you want this other game that you're wanting? And I wanted this most of all, because I remembered this game as I was a kid, and he had the game as well, so we were playing, like, multiplayer and all that other stuff with his friend, and we got pummeled, absolutely destroyed by the hardest difficulty, and it was us on the same team against just one AI, which was the hardest difficulty in the goddamn game. But that story can come for a later time. But this game has a lot of, like, history on what, especially right here, reading about the civilizations, what the wartime was like back then. Now, there is Learn the Play. There is Learn the Play, which tells you, like, the tutorial and stuff like that, but no, I think I'm gonna go for, like, commentary. Now, the campaign of the game is where there's Age of Kings and Age of Conquerors. These are the two campaigns of the game. Of course, there are 3 DLCs of the Forgotten, the African Kingdoms, and Rise of the Rages. Correct me if I'm saying that wrong. And these DLCs bring you, like, forgotten empires, and, of course, kingdoms of Africa, and people in the... and also people in Southwest Asia. I don't have money for the DLC, because I didn't want the DLC. I wanted, like, the original game with no DLC on how it was actually produced. And that goes to standard game. Let's go to the standard game. Which standard game? Standard game rules are very simple on where, of course, the Age of Empires series is a real-time strategy game, and it's the good type of real-time strategy games, not like those real-time strategy games on mobile, on where if you leave the game, you'll get attacked by other players. No, this is a really good real-time strategy on how it's a real-time resource management war strategy game, basically. And you basically have a civilization, and you have villagers. These villagers that you have to use to actually gather resources, and these resources are very important. The resources are food, gold, stone, and wood. Now these resources help you build your army as well as expand your territory, and are very, very important when it comes to this. And some of these and sometimes the game can really pummel you, and you can really get bum rushed without even knowing. And that's the thing, because it can be fast paced, or it can be slow paced, depending on how skilled you are. Now, excuse me. Now I'm gonna tell you exactly what these options are. We got the games, and it gives you like the game modes like random map, turbo, regicide, deathmatch scenario, king of the hill, wonder race, and defend the wonder. Now, random map is the classic game mode where it's always always picked out of every single one, because it's basically the classic version and how you're supposed to meant to be played. The turbo random map is basically the same concept, but your villagers build faster, gather faster, move faster, etc., etc. And these two are basically, do you want to play the full game, or do you want to play the quick version? Sorry, that was a nasty cough, so I had to mute my mic for a second there. Regicide are, of course, you gain a king, and when that king dies, you lose the game. You only get one king, and that one king basically controls your entire civilization. I had instances on where I would play the game, and then I would find out that my teammate was getting attacked, and I found out that this motherfucker sneak attacked him and basically pummeled his castle first than anything else. He was completely defended. He had good defense, like walls and a bunch of his army around the place, and he was well defended. But I found out that the hard way is that he bum rushed him without even knowing and completely destroyed his castle, and his king was there for the opening, and then completely destroyed his king, and he was wiped out of the game. He could not if your king gets wiped out, you cannot recover from it at all, especially if you have well defendable areas. Deathmatch is, of course, a deathmatch, but the side is that you gain, I think you gain walls. No, you don't gain walls. I think I gotta remember this now, because I remember playing it before. But you start out with a giant bundle of your resources, and I think it's either 10,000 or 100,000 resources. I can't put that up for sure. And of course, like it. God damn. Sorry about this cough, but sorry, this virus is really getting to me. But the thing is with this is that I remember I did say before that I did record this twice, and like the idiot I am, I forgot to look up on exactly what it was. But scenario. Sorry. Scenario is where you have custom maps. Sorry about that. Scenario is where you have custom maps, and you can play on custom maps. My mouth is really watery for some reason. God damn. I'm sorry if the mic is picking up my smacking of lips, but my mouth is, like, extremely watery. King of the Hill. King of the Hill is... King of the Hill is basically... There is a center point on the map, which is the actual center of the map. And you have to build your civilization, and you have walls to defend yourself, of course, but the gist of this is that you have to send units to that specific area just to control the point, and the person who controls the point the longest for the given amount of time wins the game. But the thing is that others can also take the point as well. In order for others to take the point, they have to completely wipe out any units that is around that area in order to actually take control. Wonder Race. Now, Wonder Race is where everybody cannot fight each other whatsoever. What they're all doing is they're all gathering resources and struggling to be the first one to build a wonder. And in Random Map, by the way, going back to Random Map, you can win the game by either completely ruining the entire enemy team, or enemies, if you want to have teams, which you can by you building a market and then putting people that you want as neutral, and then they'll say, oh, hey, give me this amount, just to have you on my side, and you can fight together, and sometimes the enemy will sometimes the AI will completely fuck you over. I might want original AI, though. Yeah, the original AI, not advanced AI. I'll have the original AI. But, and sometimes these guys are relentless. You can be extremely decked out, as well as your ally, and then he'll go to the other side, like, immediately and destroy you without even noticing. Now, location, or no, let's go back to the game. Defend a wonder. I almost forgot to do that. Defend a wonder is where you or your team has a wonder, and the enemy team is trying their best to actually destroy your wonder. And of course, there's a time limit for the wonder, and if it survives that long, you win. Map style. Map style can go for standard or real world or custom. Standard is, of course, your standardized maps on where they will pick a random location around the world, and everything, especially the terrain, is randomly generated. Now, real world is where you have real world terrain and locations, but the resources are still randomized. That includes like gold, stone, wood, etc. because we don't know exactly where those resources were planted during that age. Because we don't have a time machine to actually go see if we can. Excuse me. Map size. Map size can be tiny to small to normal to medium to large to giant. Now, map size is considered on how many players are actually going to be playing in the game. A normal game or a medium-sized game consists of 4 players, which I call like normal, but you can go to up to 8 players with a large map or a giant map if you think large is too small. Now, tiny is perfect for like a 1v1, and is also the fastest standard in the game, fastest standard thing. Difficulty can go from easiest to standard to moderate to hard to hardest. Hardest is the worst, and I mean the worst you will have a time with. Next, the thing is with this, you'll be in the Dark Age and gathering like 3 resources, and you'll already have like 2 buildings, and you'll be in the Feudal Age. But when you're in the Feudal Age, this guy is already in the Castle Age and attacking you. He is relentless, and you really need some really good skill in order for you to actually win against this game. Other players consist of 7 others, including you. But I usually run around with 3 because I have a medium-sized map. Resources, of course, are the amount of resources on the map. It can be standard, low, medium, or large. Of course, like resources, when I go small, medium, and large, and standard, you get the idea of what it basically is. Population consists of your citizens in your civilization, or army, or villagers, whatever you want to call them. And that is the maximum amount of people you can have in the game. Now, of course, you can also upgrade it to 500 or downgrade it to only 25. And that is also a pain in the ass, because you will basically get pounded by your population more than the enemy team, because you won't be paying attention. Of course, when I say and of course you'll get the general idea of what population does, which I already told you. Game speed can do slow, normal, and fast. This is basically how fast you want the game to go, and how fast people go, or how slow people go, and how slow people, like, generate. Normal is basically a normal speed, of course. It's a normal game. Slow can take up to, like, maybe 2 to 3 hours, and fast are usually, like, 30 minutes. Because of how fast you're actually going to making shit. Reveal map is basically, your map is on the lower right corner of your screen. And this is basically like a fog of war, if you've ever seen what fog of war is. But if you don't know what fog of war is basically, your character has a line of sight, and you can only see in that line of sight. And if your character breaks that line of sight, you cannot see whatever was past that point that you walk to. In this type of fog of war, you can discover things, and they'll stay on your map. But if you have if your character leaves, you don't know what actually happens in that area. For all you know, there could be like a town or an enemy civilization that you find in the Dark Age. And then you find them, and then you come back, and then later on, you find out that they're already in the Castle Age, and you cannot see what they're actually doing, or how big, or what their defenses are, or what their army is, because fog of war. You actually have to have a character in that specific position in order for you to actually know what they're doing, and how to, of course, prepare for said attack, or you going after them. Starting age, of course, is what stage you want to go for. Standard is basically, of course, Dark Age, and then you have the the Feudal Age, Imperial Age, and the Castle Age. I said those at the wrong order, but the right order is Feudal Age, well, it goes to Dark Age, Feudal Age, Castle Age, and then Imperial Age. The ending age, of course, is whatever you want your ending age to be. Whether it's Castle Age or Imperial Age or anything else, you can start with, like, you can do a starting of Dark Age and then an ending of Dark Age, which means basically you're cavemen in the Dark Age, and usually using your villagers to attack some people if you want. Victory options can go from conquest, time limit, score, or last man standing. Last man standing, of course, you get the idea. Score consists of how good you were at surviving and attacking people. That brings your score up. Time limit is whoever has the highest score, and when the time runs out wins. Conquest is destroying absolutely everybody, and no teammates are allowed. Now that I got all of that out of the way, let's go to the technology tree of every single civilization. Now, in this technology tree, as you can see that, oh hey, there's a lot, and I mean a lot, of things that are different. But the thing is with this, is that we have multiple different civilizations, and they have their unique traits and what they start out with, etc., etc., and basically what their unique units are. Like the Mayans. The Mayans start with 1 extra villager, but they suffer 50 food, and resources last 20% longer. Archers are negative 10% feudal, negative 10% castle, or negative 3% Imperial Age, which they cost the negative that much percent. And the Mayans are basically born with their archery. They love their archers, and which means their unique unit is the plumbed archer, which I should be able to find it somewhere around here. Yeah, right here. This is the plumbed archer, which is, of course, their unique unit. Again, unique units are either really fucking strong or kind of weak. And there are multiple civilizations that you can actually go for if you want to. There consist of the Aztecs, the Barons, the Byzantines, the Cleats, the Chinese, the Franks, the Goths, the Huns, my dog is barking, the Japanese, the Koreans, the Mayans, the Mongols, Persians, the Saracens, the Spanish, the Teutons, the Turks, and the Vikings. Them are absolutely every single one, and they, of course, all have their unique traits, like I said. And then sometimes, when you go for, like, oh, hey, here's the Huns, they have this amount, they have these type of people. But then, you go to, like, the Chinese, or, excuse me, you go to, like, the Aztecs, and you find out that they don't have stables, and they don't have stables, and the Mayans don't have stables. But Koreans do. That's the thing in Age of Empires, is that some of these civilizations don't have certain barracks, and don't have certain things to hold your strong enemies, or strong allies, and your units. And that can also bite you in the ass if you actually don't know what they are. For this first episode, I am going for random, because everybody random, because this is basically me showing off how the gameplay works. And that's what I'm going to do for this first episode. Now when I do check out, or when I do give off some things and some knowledge about this game, I will be slow on advancing my civilization, and everybody else will probably be in the Castle Age. So, let's start this. I am the Koreans, alright? We got the Turks, the Spanish, and the Mongols. Now, when you first start off, we have the Scout here. The Scout is very important, and when you have the Scout, you will actually want... Ooh, there's turkey. Okay. What you want to do with the Scout is immediately go for, immediately send them out to certain areas, just so that you can... excuse me, so you can find out what's in the world around you, and where you want to go, and how you will actually do this correctly, and where your enemy is, and also resources. And then sometimes... And then this is what I said about how population can be a struggle because you only start with a population of 5, and that's what the town center can only hold. You will need to build houses. These houses are very important when it comes to this. Especially when you want to build units and such. Right there, I just found berries from my unit going off into the distance to see some stuff. Send them like all the way over here, maybe. And usually, when it's a 4v4 here, your units are... Your enemies are usually in front of you, on your left, and on your right. Which is something that I find very, very cool about this. And then sometimes when you click an area on where you know where an enemy is, your scout will sometimes start attacking with your unknown knowledge and you not wanting them to attack. So that can also be a problem as well. Now, mills are extremely helpful when it comes to food. When it comes to food gathering, and food gathering is very important. Especially what I'm doing right now. Right now I have 2 villagers on... Oh wow, I just planted that right next to berries. That's actually kind of funny. Right now I've got villagers on some of those turkey, so I can actually get food. Now, when you discover turkey and random animals that have, like, scarves around their necks, those are livestock that you can actually... Those are considered livestock that you are able to collect. And those livestock give you the... I think it's the least amount of food? No, it's the berries that give you the least amount of food. The mill is so you can actually create farms. Farms give you the most amount of food, the best type of food there is. There is also fishing. Oh, fuck me. There is also... Oh, now I got the fucking hiccups. There is also fishing, and fishing is also one of the best things for food as well. And is highly recommended if there is, like, water near you. Like, right here, I see that there's water and such near my location. Which I want my guy to actually visit those areas so I know what's going on over there. Because I will need it. I will build a barracks right away, just in case, for, like, defenses and such. You saw down there it cost 500 wood to go to the next age, and the ages in this game are highly recommended if you want to be stronger and gather more resources faster. And when it comes to that... you will also have some problems with the enemy as well, because they will also advance whenever they want. if they have the exact amount of resources. Now I'm making sure that I get exactly every single point of this, just so I don't miss anything. Now that the barracks is done, I do believe I should get a dog. No, I don't have enough wood, that's right. You two gather gold, because I already have 2 people gathering wood. I should be able to have enough now, yes. Now when it comes to docks are, of course, like I said, required for gathering fish for food, as well as also battling against people. And this battling this battling on seas can be extremely bad when you don't know what you're doing, and will sometimes bite you right back. It can sometimes bite you in the ass someday. Sometimes, yes, you saw right there that my villager got stuck, and sometimes that'll happen. But for boats, it only costs a couple wood. It only costs like 100 wood for a fish boat, I do believe. And this fish boat will automatically gather fish when you click on one. And you can also build fish traps if you want to. Just so you can actually... just so you have, like, resources. Yeah, it's 75 wood. Oops, 25 more. Oh well. Right there, that is a urn. Or a relic, I should say. A relic is very important, and I mean very important, when you want to gather some gold, because there is in the Castle Age a church, or well, there is a church that you can have to actually produce. Some, what is it? Mongol. No. I'll just call them, I usually call them priests. And they can help heal units as well as convert enemy units. But as you can see, we don't have that right now. This right here is the scoreboard, and this scoring board is basically how fast people are aging and what their score is overall. And right now, I'm not that great for when it comes to this. Oh, also, when it comes to fishing ships, you can upgrade to the feudal age, and when you have the feudal age, you are able to have your ships create fish traps. And these fish traps consist of course, fish, but it also costs wood, but they're extremely helpful, and I mean extremely helpful, when it comes to this. You two... Right now, I want you guys, when we get 100 wood, which should be soon. I'm gonna have these two create a lumber mill when I get to 100 wood, because my villagers are deciding to go this way for the wood, and when I create this, that means they will go towards that area to drop off the wood instead of going all the way back to my town center. So, which means it's basically a checkpoint to gather resources faster, especially the mill. The mill does the same too, as well as a mining camp. A mining camp helps with that too. But I want these two to build that so they immediately go for wood, and that's what will happen too. When you build a camp, the villagers that built that camp will immediately turn into like lumberjack, or miner, or forager, or farmer, depending on where they're next to. And will immediately gather resources there. And when you build this, everybody there instead of having to go all the way. Now, I think the normal AI is rather a little slow when it comes to doing stuff like this. See, he just found out where I am. Now that the enemy knows where I am, he will be able to attack me. And here, haha, I just found red. So now I should try and find yellow and green. I don't think green is advancing that much. Now, when we build this barrack, we have a new unit, a militia. Now, militias are basic infantry swordsmen, and that are quick and cheap to create. And what these guys are, these are the bottom of the barrel, and are what normal people, listen to me, are what people usually go for first. And now, since we're in the next age, which is the feudal age, as you can see, the text, everything around us, the borders have changed, as well as we have new units, which consist of the transport ship, which transports units across water, the trade cog, which can trade, which basically is basically a market, a galley, which is a fast but small ship that has their attack weak. Now the fishing boats are now able to have fishing traps, which I already said they're renewable resources. As for the fish here, they are not renewable resources. You two lost more turkey, so you got these two turkey I'll keep. I'm gonna call one Bob and Jill. Good enough. Bob and Jill shall help against things. Now, we are able to now have a horse collar, which farms produce more wood, and they can last longer before you have to rebuild them. But I want a wheelbarrow so villagers can carry more stuff faster, or carry more stuff, and as well as others. Here's yellow. I have found yellow now. That's actually good because I wanted to find yellow, but I also want to really want to find green, which is over here somewhere. There we go. Everybody has now advanced to the feudal age. Now, they are a little slow, but that's the original AI. Now, I usually am, now, with the advanced AI, they are usually, in Castle Age. I think they're usually Castle Age by, like, 30 minutes into the game. It's one of the two, but yeah, they're usually 30 minutes into the game. I need more villagers. And I also want you to gather more food. Now, I'm glad that we actually have a area of water, because that means I can advance more quickly, and I'm not really used to, or I'm not really good when it comes to, when it usually comes to only gathering food, like farms and stuff. Aha, there we are, I have found green. Now, what I usually do is just have this guy fuck around a little bit. I want you two ladies to build a mine here, so that gold can go to here, and stone will go to here as well. But I want you two to go for stone. You, on the other hand, what can you create? We can create an archery if we want. What I really want, though, is houses, because we are getting low on unit space. No. and my stomach is rumbling because I haven't eaten yet. But that's fine. I am dedicated to actually showing you guys how this game works and everything else like that. Good, you built the house. I want 2 more villagers, though. These guys, though, are running low on their food source. So I'm gonna want them to actually build some farms. Now that I chose double bit axe to gather stone faster, to gather wood faster. Gather stone faster. But to gather wood faster, and since my villagers are now able to... Now you guys stay here. Since now my villagers are able to, what am I looking for? I lost my word, but... Anyway... Now, what was I gonna say? I'm lost for words now already, god damn it. But anyway, but what I really want is to explore the entire map, explore my entire map there, and make sure I gotta have some units, though. Oh, we have a new unit! So Spearmen. The Spearmen are really good for... The Spearmen are really good for cavalry, and can really fuck up cavalry badly. What are my ships doing? My ships are... Oh, yeah, they already wiped out one part. Pretty sure, yeah, yeah, okay, good. Soon, actually, I want you to create a fish trap there. Just so I can get more shit faster. You become a farmer. You become a farmer. Because I really, really need food. What was it? Oh yeah, units. But first I want tracking, and tracking helps a lot with your visuals and such. Tracking can also help with your visuals on your units, and as well as, I think their speed as well. Line of sight and something else, but anyway, I want right now, since we've got a good amount of... I'll get... 3 militia. I'll get 3 militia to help out with that. You three are actually able to build more stuff, which the blacksmith and a market that we have. But I want an archery range. An archery range is very important as well for ranged attack. Want you as another farmer. And then I want all 3 of you to build some more houses. Let's see, what is this? Yeah, with fish traps, they produce a shit ton of food. Actually, they're actually way better than farms, which I find these really, really helpful when you need food. What else am I looking for? Oh yes, I want you to create more gold faster. You guys enough defense stance with this type. Now with your army, you can also have them go on patrol. You can have them guard a certain area, have them follow a unit. Have an aggressive stance where they will immediately go to an enemy that is in sight. They have a defense stance on where if an an enemy is in short distance, they will immediately go towards him, but then go away if they're of course going away of your certain area. Standing your ground is basically you do not attack an enemy at all, and no attack stance is units do not move nor attack. Now we have the formations. The formations consist of consist of the line formation, which are good for military positions. Box formations are good for where weaker units are in the center as well, but the stronger units are in the middle. Or I mean, in the middle. The stronger units are making a box around the said weaker foes, so the said weaker allies, so that they don't die right away. Staggered formation. Staggered formation lines are usually so that military are spread far apart, and siege weapons don't attack them or don't kill more than when they're close together. A flank formation are where there's two subgroups, and you can try surrounding an enemy if needed. See right there, my units decided to go immediately towards. Now we have two new units as well when we created this. When we created the archery, we have now the archer, which is a range attack, and the skirmisher, which is really good against cavalry, I do believe. No, they're really good against other archers and can help a lot. Reseeding farm is a quick way of reseeding all these farms without having to click on them over and over again once in a while, which I find very helpful. My guy is... Where'd my guy go? Oh, there he is. I want you to go this way now. Now what do I want? You four... create a blacksmith. Blacksmiths are the best thing that you want in the game for defense on your units. Defense and attack on units, especially, because these guys are really weak when you don't have upgrades. Like infantry and like a forge can have infantry and cavalry attack +1, like armor and the padded arrows, but I would rather I want better armor for you guys first. Aha! See, now I'm able to get to the Castle Age. And when you go to the Castle Age, you'll have a lot, and I mean a lot more. A lot more things when it comes to this. What are you guys doing? No, you guys go over here, and I want you guys to actually create... some fish. Some fish traps. You create one there, and you create one here. What are you doing? You, of course, stopped like usual. I want you to go this way. What do I need? You... wood. I need you for wood again. When it comes down to this, it's usually you want most of your villagers for wood, because wood is a really fast ascending resource, because actually I think everything requires wood. And is very important when it comes to this. What do I want? I can build a market if I want to, but I don't want that. I'll build a stable. Stables! Stables are where you actually can actually recruit cavalry. Like, my unit over here, that's the cavalry right here. So that, guys are really fast speed and such. Now that I'm in the Castle Age, that Castle Age is where you are gathering most of the resources, and your resources are, of course, getting stronger and stronger, and you're gathering more. This is where you basically build your army. Make ships less vulnerable and transport ships are better. Now with Castle Age, we now have new units with a fire ship. The fire ship is really good at sinking galleys and such, and it was really great. Now also we have the scout cavalry, which I already told you, and the knight. The knight is basically a better version of your scout cavalry, but costs are pretty big. A new unit as well for the archery, which is the cavalry archer. Now the cavalry archer are basically archers on horses, and are really fucking fast. And that's about it for that. Now, when it comes to the ministry, we want to create a monk, because there is a relic right there that I want badly. Villagers have better defense. You guys. Now since we have a blacksmith, we are actually able to create a siege workshop, and the siege workshop is basically your strongest wanting units in the game, on where you can actually destroy buildings and such. I want my monk to go that way. Since we have that, we have new units. And I'll get to those once I finish creating the university. New units consist of the battering ram, which are really good against buildings, but are very slow. Also, but in order for them to in order for you to make them faster, you have to have units around it or inside of it. And they're not really good against infantry because they can't attack infantry. The Mangonel is really good against non-close ranged units, and are very effective against cavalry and such. The Scorpion is really good it fires arrow-like bullets, of course, which are really effective against large clumps of enemies. The castle is where you're going to be having the absolute strong. The castle is where you're having your defense, but also the castle is where you have your unique units now formed. I want to build that right away too, just in case. Now with the university, we are actually able to construct. I want to construct buildings faster. These are basically your defense on walls and such, and are really important when it comes to this. I want to have that. I'm actually kind of surprised I'm actually kind of surprised we're doing this pretty fast. Like I said, these relics are really important. And what we want to do is have the monk bring the relic back to the ministry so that he is able to actually generate gold for us. And see how this is, see how people are, oh hey, this is getting a little too far away from their original position. You can have them build more, and anyway, castle. Castle is where you can have your unique your unique units, and for unique units for Koreans is the war wagon, but everybody gets partrades, and the war wagon for the are heavily armored horse archery units that fire cannons, I do believe. The Patriot are guys with explosives, and they're basically suicide bombers, and these suicide bombers are really good for taking down buildings and walls, if your enemy ever has them. What I do want these guys to do is create some more houses just in case. Because that is important as well when it comes to this. And as you can see here, I'm actually gathering a lot, and I mean a lot of wood. But it's not really that much as like food or stuff like that. What else do I want to, what is it that I want? Archers, town centers, castles, galleys, and these archers fire more accurately at moving targets. That is extremely helpful when it comes to people moving over and over again. I want all of you guys to become lumberjacks now, just so I can get more wood, just so I can get wood faster. You two gather stone. Yeah. No, actually, no, gold. Now that we have a now that we have a relic here, that is our very first relic, and will help us when we need it. Ooh, there's another relic all the way over there. Maybe I want my monk to go that way, just to see if I can actually gather that relic, because the relics are very, very important, like I said. Two villagers, you guys can go ahead and you two gather the stone that I need. Imperial Age is the final age, which I don't want to do that yet. I kind of want to upgrade. I kind of want more units. I want 5 of these archers. What the hell happened? Somebody must have died, somebody must have died. Holy falk. Monks are really, really good when it comes to line of sight, because they're basically wise and all, and they're praising against their own god. I also want 4 cavalry scouts, because I already have a scout cavalry, which is over here. More relics, though. There's one. These really, and in order for you to actually find out where a relic is that on your map there are extremely white dots that show where your relics are. Like right, not here. Right here, I think. No, that's not extremely white. I need to find out where it is, though. Where did it go? There, right there. That tiny little dot, of course, is where your relics are gonna be. I've got my archers and cavalry archers. Where's my 1 horse cavalry? He's all the way over here, because he found gold over here, thanks. I want that, and that. I can upgrade my units is what they are right now, and I'm getting attacked, I think. Now see, the enemy just attacked me there. And what I can do is I can have my monk to heal people. And he is really, really good when it comes to healing people. I want these guys to be better. I want these guys to have crossbows to become crossbowmen. Crossbowmen are basically the same thing as your normal archers, but reload faster and have more damage and have more line of sight. You found nothing over here. I want you to actually come over here. You guys, so you guys can move faster. I want some of you guys as well, though. Create those spearmen into pikemen. I don't even think I've got pikemen. No, I do. I have some pikemen. Or spearmen, I should say, because they're now spearmen. They're spearmen right now, but... Nah, fuck, you know what I mean. Like I said, this is like the kind of boring part of the game. Not really, but it makes you it makes you want the strategy. It helps you with your strategy and stuff like that. Guard towers. Guard towers are really good when it comes to defense and can help you against people that want to attack you. Especially when it comes to jackasses like Yellow that just tried to attack me. And sometimes you actually have to help with this defense, which murder holes can actually help the range of your towers, so you can, of course, have more range on them. I'm going to... I want you guys to become longswordmen. How much are you? 120 wood and 60 gold? Maybe not. Oh, my stone people actually ran out of stone. Okay, there should be stone around here. The stone is basically gray blotches. Like you can see right here. No, wait, no, never mind. Fuck. Where would stone be? Damn. This sucks. I might not be able to find stone, which I do not like. I don't like that at all. I don't like it to where I don't have... If you can't find any resources, this is basically how bad it can get, and you can't even build defenses and stuff. Cry. Maybe I want some... Nah. Actually, I want... Nah, not to the next stage yet. Ships do more damage, I don't need that. Buildings have more hit points, I want my people to be stronger, that's what I want. What did you find over here? Absolutely nothing. This is turning out bad. really need stone, and I can't actually find anything that has stone. Or find any place that has stone. There's stone all the way over there. It's risky, but you most likely want to take said risk. Because this stuff is very important. Oh, but it's right by yellow, though. Piss. Maybe they don't have an area over there with people? I swear to God, I swear they don't. I really hope they don't. Oh, really? My getting attacked by a frickin' wild animal. See, sometimes that'll happen. Your cavalry or villagers will get attacked by wild animals, and sometimes you'll have to use your villagers to attack said wild animals, so you don't really die against those. Ooh. I actually have a lot of wood. I've got a shit ton of wood. I could actually use that to my advantage by creating 3 of these guys and 3 of these guys. Imperial Age! Let's get to there so I can actually upgrade more things. Because God knows I want to upgrade more. Not enough gold. Fuck. Actually, I'll have 3 of you guys. Oh, of course. 3 of you guys deposit your wood, so I can have you gather stone. Ah, it looks like that they can now gather gold. That's what I want those guys to. These guys can actually now finally gather stone, so now I'll actually have some good walls of defense if I want to. This is going good so far. I mean, I haven't found anything, or nothing has happened badly yet, and I'm actually glad for, but I want another monk just in case. You're with gold. You're food and gold, I know that. You're food and wood. I'll have 5 more of you. Oh, upgrade those to elite skirmishers. I want that. I'll have 5 more cavalry. Actually, no. I'll have 5 knights. 3 knights. Alright, I'll only get 3 knights because I don't have enough gold. Alright, fine. Then I will have 5 more light cavalry. Imperial Age, yes! This is the final age in the game, which means you can now upgrade things to their fullest potential. And this is where all hell will break loose. Yes, yes, aw, damn it, I don't have enough food, though. That's fine, though. And we also get new units, which now I can make the Koreans' unique unit, the turtle ship, which is a slow but really destroyable thing. Produce faster. I want that. Thank you, Castle. I was actually looking for something like that. We can also get... Yes, that. Yes, I need that as well. Conversion rate, heal faster. If a group of monks are an enemy unit, no. Because I want them to actually so I can actually, so they can produce faster, so I can actually have more units. Reveal all enemy units and buildings showing their line of sight. This is the best thing in the game, on where you're able to know where the hell everybody is. Sure. I'm not really getting that much gold, am I? You guys deposit the gold that you have, and I want you to build this closer. You have a new unit now, the Hand Cannoneer. Hand Cannoneers are really good for infantry, and they're basically heavily armored. Well, not heavily armored, but their attack damage are really big. And we also have another new unit called the Trebuchet. The Trebuchets are good for buildings and standing in one area, but they are also good when it comes to buildings. When they're good against buildings. I also think no. Siege weapons are better. Cavalry are better. Huntsaurs, of course, are upgrade. Everything that you see, they're basically upgrades for your units. How good you want them to be. Level 5 Cannoneers. I'll upgrade. No, I won't be able to. Okay. This is turning a little bad when it comes to this. I need more food, and I also need more gold, which is something I'm not getting a lot of. Shit, no, don't. Put that back. Thank you, monk. I didn't want to do that. The new thing that we can build now is a wonder. Wonders, of course, like I said, are one way of winning the game, but they cost a lot, and it takes a long time to actually build. Which is the reason why I say if you have the army / resources to actually help yourself with those, I would suggest to do so. Ship damage, strengthens buildings, fortifies walls. I don't have any walls, though. You help with building. Why are you giving me women to build? Like, come on. We have to have, like, gender equality, man. Come on. Another? Seriously? Another woman. Alright. Fine by me. Come on, game. Give me some gender equality. What's the fifth villager gonna be? Another woman. Alright, alright. I guess the game doesn't want me to have gender equality here. Fine. But I do want you to do another farm for wood. When these guys are building. Or should I say gals? These gals to build. And then when that is done, I want you guys to go over here and there's also more gold over here, and I want you guys to go get that. We're already good with wood, though, which is the thing. Farm depleted. I saw that somewhere. No, it was the fish trap that depleted. Unless you build galleons. No. This is... I've got a good amount of my units here, which are stronger. Yeah, I'll have those guys. Two-handed swordsman. Actually, I want my knights. I want actual knights now, because I need those badly. A two-handed swordsman? No, yeah, no, nah. I'll do it. I'll have two-handed swordsman. Bracer. More of those. Boom. Now they are elite elite war gallons. Whoops. I wanted to delete that. Why are... Damn it, guys. I'm actually doing really well. Well, of course, that's because of, this is the original AI, like how the original AI used to be. Ooh, we have a new unit now, the Bombard Cannon. The Bombard Cannon are men that use cannons to completely destroy, structures and people. And are really good as well. But they cost a bit. Heavy cavalry archer. We don't have enough gold for you. You guys, I want you two to build those defenses like I had before. You guys, deposit all the gold that's there. And I want you guys to actually build some homes back here. Just so I can get that out of the way. You guys are actually done with the stone already. Oh, there's stone right there in front of me. I'm so blind. Now that you guys are done, you can go ahead and go back to gold. I have a really good amount of my army here. Box formation. What does the box formation look like? Okay. Cavalry are in the very end of it. Ah, Trebuchet. Good. Those guys are in there, which are perfect. But you guys stay here and go into the line formation. Ah, someone finally went to the Imperial Age. Look at that. Now we might have some competition. If I don't kill them first. Oh, they ran out of gold. There should be gold there. You can actually, yellow might have already took that. Nah, fuck it, do it anyway. There's no true way of telling anyway, so... I really need the gold. I'm being attacked, actually. Oh. Should've known. Should've known. That was 5 people, I think. So that's lovely. Might want better armor for cavalry here. Oh dang, you're actually doing pretty good. I'll have my units here for defensive purposes. Upgrade you guys, though. Idle. You there. You guys, I hate to say this, but you're gonna have to go all the way over here for gold this time. This is so... that's like so bad. That generally sucks, but oh well. I need it anyway. Own charge of research. Good. I have more attack now. Need to wait for that. We have a shit ton of wood, though. Holy hell. What only costs wood, though? Nothing. Shit. Because these are the only things that cost wood. Great. Well, I've got 3,000 wood already. So I think everybody here should deposit the wood. And I'll split them between gold and food, maybe. Not just gold. This is when needing resources becomes a really big problem. But nevertheless... oh, shit. these guys have gold. Piss. You four go here, so I can gather that fast more. You guys stay over here, so I can have, you make a farm, 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 and you... now we have bombard towers. Bombard towers are the strongest tower that you can have in the game, but cost gold as well, along with the stone. Those? No. I'll have... Siege Orchers, no. What do I want, though? God. Castles cause more damage. I want that. Heavy cavalry, good. Heavy archer cavalry, good, good, good. You... See, I'm just wondering what I'm... The hell? Whatever. You guys don't have any more stone to go to. So you guys go to these bushes, I guess. I think I have my army, my good army. I don't know. Kinda want 5 more of these guys. I want 5 cannoneers here. Five more wagons? Yeah, fuck it, we'll have 5 more wagons. And 1 more of these guys. Damn. Oh, shit. That was the Orangers. Just so you know. That's the range on them. That's pretty far. Stronger and better armored. No.
찾았군.
trebuchet, really? Do you seriously try to trebuchet my fucking castle? Really? How'd that work out for ya? Maybe I should go towards someone. Yeah, I might as well just attack now. I'll attack yellow since he's closer. Here's the thing, is that you will also have units that are... You'll also have an entire party that's too many, and you'll have some units that are left behind because the entire party is way too much for them. I might want this formation to... Ooh, fuck your market. Time for the attack, my friends! Bring the monks over here as well. Apparently red is attacking me. Why are you attacking me? Why not all of you to start attacking? Lay siege unto his fortress. Attack, my brethren! Oh, he's actually done. He's done because of, red. So that's actually something. Yes, he just got eliminated by red. I did not know that until I found out later. Whoops. Everybody actually go for red now, so... Onwards, people. Everybody go towards red. Everybody. I mean everybody. Everybody go to red. These cannoneers are just fighting as well, just fighting randomly. Fight! Fight them! Fight! Destroy their entire civilization! They shall never live! This is their downfall! Mwahaha! I think this is a big enough army that I can actually... control absolutely every single unit. monks need to heal, man. Why is my villager all the way over here? Oh, I converted a villager. Oh, okay. Now I actually have some good upgrades that I can do. Most of my cavalry units are dead. You see how all of my basic units are dead, but the strongest units that I've got are still fighting. Which is kind of funny, but also great at the same time. Oh, farms are being destroyed because I'm not paying attention. Perfect. This is going really well. Then again, this is original AI. If this was the AI from before, I would actually be having a hard time right now. I didn't even realize how easy original AI is. Huh. To be honest, I thought I was actually going to, I thought I wasn't going to survive much longer, to be honest. Fish trap expired. Rebuild it, please. The hell? Oh. Well, how'd you guys go? Aha, he now resigned. Good. Which means he now, basically lost, and now there's only one enemy left. You got stuck on a tree? Really? I don't know how the hell that's possible, but you did. You got stuck on a fucking tree. Go back to foraging with those. Farm exhausted. Oh, God. Please be here. Good, every single one of you are here. Now we'll go attack green. Let's see if we can completely wipe out everybody. They are going slow, but they're supposed to be. I'll actually go in box formation to have weak in the middle. Actually, never mind. Keep your line formation. Fish trap exhausted. No, you're not going over there to attack. No, 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 no. That might be in our way. Go ahead and destroy it. I'm so wondering. I'm just wondering, like, just wondering what these guys. Oh, they got fucking castle. They got a castle. They got a castle. That's not good. That's not good. No, you guys get out. Get out. We are going to flank them. That's a bad idea. We're gonna flank them, actually. Why does he have a trebuchet there? What the fuck? Oh my god, I fucking killed my own people. Good job, me. Fucking hell. Really? Oh my god. Okay, I really need to stop doing that. Create 5 more of you. I want 5 more of you. 5 of you and 5 of you. Oh, fuck it. We'll have 4 bomber guys. We haven't used these guys, and we haven't had these guys in a while. Or haven't even done these guys at all. So I can actually show how good they are, because they are actually pretty good when it comes to them. I might want to upgrade healing. Also upgrade hit points. Not enough wood. Oh, you guys are actually getting wood, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay. Not enough wood. Oh, fuck. 69 for food. Wow. Okay, now it went up. Damn, I've got a lot. Holy hell. But when these guys are actually done, I'm going to 5. Actually, no, I can't do 5 more of you. Damn it. Fuck it. I got a shit ton of food, so I might as well just get a shit ton of cavalry. You guys are all healed. I want you guys in a defensive stance, just in case, because you guys are... whoops. This should be great, right? You guys go over here with them. Right, anyway, You guys are gonna be the bread of the butter. You guys are gonna be the attacking side, and we will have the others flank on the other side. That should be fun, right? Or I could build a relic if I want, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. Ooh, I find out that they have walls. Dun dun dun. It's a good thing I'm doing this then, isn't it? What the fuck are you guys doing? Stop it. I don't know what they're doing, but I don't like it. Are we? We're getting there, we're getting there. Almost done. I won't have these guys. Son of a bitch. Now you're retreating. You cunt. How dare you? Moksu. Why aren't you guys building that? Why wasn't it built in the first place? What the hell? I think he found out what I'm doing. Jesus. I can fit every single unit. Nice. Let's do it. You're done. Yes, you're done. I want these guys to be a distraction and fight and basically destroy the front. Or try to destroy the front anyway. Attack! It's great on how you guys are the distraction. Onwards now, onwards. Oh wow, a couple people survived. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Oh, God. Well, that was interesting. That was actually really fun. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this wonderful game of Age of Empires 2. This game is actually, that's the reason why that I love this game, is that it's so good when it comes to stuff like this. But history, I will actually give you some tips on the end of this video, and that is the themes of every single civilization, just so you can know exactly what type of civilization you are going with. So I will be quiet from now on. And that is every single one that you should be able to know. The rest is basically history on like medieval warfare and their weapons and all the other stuff. But yeah, that is Age of Empires 2. And it's fun. It's fun. It's the same to be honest, I would say it's basically the same exact thing as my childhood. And I love this game. You can pick it up yourself if you want to. It's always on Steam. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!